It's difficult these days to think of a manufacturer that doesn't have a big single-cylinder trail bike in its current catalogue. And if you're looking in the 600cc and above class, then you're going to have to pay anything from £5,500 to as much as £7,000. Well, Honda's representative in this class since 1988, would you believe, has been the NX650, the Dominator. And a new Dominator will now cost you around £5,500, much more than many people are prepared to pay. So in 1997, Honda introduced a cheaper version of its Dominator and called it the SLR650. First impressions are it looks a bit dated. A 1980s throwback, perhaps. Some not very expensive looking plastic parts and a very unsophisticated chassis and suspension. It's got a colour scheme that you'd find difficult to match to any set of leathers, and it's hard to think of a bike with a more basic looking dashboard layout. This all doesn't sound very, very enticing, does it? You don't want to know any more about this, except that it's nowhere near the price of all its competitors. This Spanish-built Honda can be yours for just around £4,000. The power plant on the SLR is a single-cylinder 644cc air-cooled 4-stroke that kicks out around 39 brake horsepower and drives a 5-speed gearbox. Suspension is very, very basic. 41mm telescopic forks up front, and there's a Pro-Link monoshock doing all the work at the back. It's a fairly, well, reasonably capable machine for the rider who likes the look of the traily bike, doesn't want to spend a fortune, but still wants a bike that'll do most things just about well enough. It'll take you to work and back Monday to Friday, through towns, no problem at all. And maybe if you like a bit of green laning or something like that at the weekends, it'll do that as well. If you want comparisons, you'd have to say it's not as powerful as Aprilia's Pegaso 650. It doesn't look anywhere near as classy as BMW's F650. It can't handle like a KTM Duke, and it certainly hasn't got the pedigree of Honda's Dominator. All sounds very depressing, doesn't it? Well, it shouldn't. The old saying, you get what you pay for, springs to mind. Fair enough, you'll pay a bit less, in fact quite a bit less for an SLR650, and you get a bit less, but not enough to stop it being a reasonably good, cheaper alternative to the rest of the pack. And most importantly, it's great fun.